Hello, guys. Nathan Latka here. You are in for a treat. Today, we're going to focus on how to go from 0 to 1,000 new emails on your subscriber list very, very fast. And additionally, we're going to focus on how I made my first $10,000, which ironically happened in a weekend. And I'm going to tell you the story so that you can increase your chances of doing it as well. So those of you watching the replay here on YouTube or embedded in the page, you want to fast forward about 8 minutes to when we actually get started. Those of you joining me live, again, we're about 5-6 minutes away from getting started. And what I want you to do to let me know that you can see me clearly and hear me, okay, go to nathanlatka.com/check-in to let me know that you're here, and we'll get started shortly. So I'm going to put this slide up so you can see it. All right, again, go to nathanlatka.com/check-in to let me know that you can hear me and see me clearly. And remember, folks, everyone who's on the webinar has a chance to win this gorgeous Phantom drone we're going to be giving away. Okay, it's amazing. So to increase your chances of winning the drone, be sure to check in. You'll get +1 ticket, and you want to check in at nathanlatka.com/check-in. Go ahead and do that now, and we'll get started here shortly. Again, hey guys, Nathan Latka here. For those of you just joining, we're approximately 4 minutes away from getting started. I wanted to welcome everyone. And if you're looking at my screen right now on the landing page, you want to make sure you click the teal button below the player. That's where we'll be chatting today. So I see several people already there, but they are not logged in. So make sure you go there and then just connect using Twitter. So I see Randall there as well. I'm there. We welcome you guys to join us there as well. Click the teal chat with Nathan button below the screen. And the rest of you guys, again, don't be bashful. Head on over to nathanlatka.com/check-in to let me know that you're here. One of you guys today is going to be winning a drone, which will be a lot of fun. One of you guys will win it. And to get +1 ticket to increase your chances of winning that drone, okay, you go to nathanlatka.com/check-in. All right, hang tight, guys. We'll get started here in just about 4 minutes. Hey, Susie Roberts, good to see you. Susie just checked in the chat. She said, thank you for doing this live chat and webinar. Nathan, Susie, I got to tell you, it's going to be a lot of fun. Bryce Anderson just joined as well. Hello, Bryce. How are you? Again, guys, we're going to get started in about 3 minutes. It is going to fill up, guys, so it's a good thing you got in. You've got your seat. Okay, we're going to get started in just about 4 minutes. It's about, what is it? It's about 12:57 p.m. Central here on March 24th. Is it March 24th? Yeah, Thursday, March 24th. We're going to have a lot of fun, guys. Bryce said, just checking in on you, seeing everything's doing. Bryce, I've got to tell you what, man, I'm having a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun. Those of you that are just watching the video that haven't figured out how to join us in chat, again, you just want to jump in the chat by going to the teal button below the player. It should say chat with Nathan. There's a little teal button. So go there, check in, join Randall and Bryce and Susie and myself. Guys, today we're going to focus on, okay, the fast way to add 1,000 subscribers to your list and how I made my first 10,000 so that you can as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bryce, you remember those days, I bet, right, buddy? I know you remember those days. So guys, we'll get started here in just about 2.5 minutes. Those of you just joining, remember, one of you guys that is live is going to win this gorgeous Phantom drone that you see on my screen. It's got beautiful top-of-the-line titanium steel attached to the bottom with a gorgeous camera. So you want to beat Kim Kardashian at her own game? Let me tell you, you're going to be able to take selfies like you've never taken selfies before, okay? They're going to be fantastic. So to increase your chances of winning, go to nathanlatka.com/check-in to let me know that you're here. All right, we've got David just joined us as well in the chat. David, how are you, man? Where are you joining from? It's good to have you, David. Really good to have you. All right, I will also just check in really fast so that you guys know that you're talking to me here. There we go. Yeah, so guys, again, I'm joining you guys today from Austin, Texas, here in a little side room at the office with, by the way, amazing natural light. But I'm so stoked you guys are with me. Again, we're going to focus on how you can add 1,000 emails to your subscriber list, okay, and get your first $10,000 in sales by me telling you the story of how I did it. Additionally, we're getting to the email scandal where many CEOs hit me hard. I sent an email out to 65,000 people. Some people called me mean. Some people called me rude. The fact of the matter is it worked, and I'll show you exactly how it worked. I'll show you the data. I'll show you the results. It really is incredible, and I'm using this data now to drive incredible engagement and sales, okay? The funny thing is I don't need the sales, right? I sold my software company called Heyo very recently. It was a big success. We raised over $2.5 million and drove over $5 million in revenue, had 10,000 small businesses paying us monthly. Let me tell you, it was a big success, a lot of winning. And guys, what I'm focused on now is producing the #1 ranked business podcast at the top. I mean, that's what people are telling me. I'm saying, have you ever seen this many downloads on a podcast this fast? And I'm showing the best people, the smartest people in the industry, and they're going, Nathan, we've never seen anything like this. So people are telling me it's the fastest growing business podcast they've ever seen. It's because I'm focused on the numbers. I'm focused on revenue. I ask my guests, how much did you make and how'd you do it? And if they can't answer, I go right for the jugular. I mean, you guys know this, I hit them so hard they wish they never came on the show. We have to take care of these fakers, folks. We have to do it. It has to be done. So we'll get started, guys, in about 1 minute. Okay, in about 1 minute. Those of you just joining us, again, refresh your page. Click the teal chat button directly below me at nathanlatka.com/starter tribe. Click the teal button below me to chat. It's about 1 p.m. Central or 2 p.m. Eastern here on March 24th. We're going to have a great time together today, guys. Let me just put this slide back up. This is how you guys check in, okay? This is how you check in with me. And we're giving away a drone, a gorgeous Phantom drone, guys, on the call today. So help me out. Let me know that you can hear me clearly and see my screen by checking in at nathanlatka.com/check-in. Go ahead and do that now. Meanwhile, we've got David Barrell joining from Philadelphia. We've got Jason Lewis joining. Nick, where are you from? Lorraine, where are you guys from? Don't be bashful in the chat. And again, those of you just joining the chat, what you want to do is log in, okay? You can click the little Facebook icon, okay, or the little chat roll or Twitter icon to actually log in. Okay, Jason, I see you're wanting to start a private chat. I'm not going to do those live, but I'm happy to chat as we go along here. All right, I'm happy to chat as we go along. Okay, fair enough. Good, good, good. All right, I'm just going to check, guys, to make sure that people are saying that they can see me clearly. And if you can, again, go to nathanlatka.com/check in, and I'm just going to check. I'm going to refresh Twitter real quick and see if people are checked in. Okay, great. Yeah, Bala House Publishing said, Nathan, I'm checked in. Bryce said, what's up, Nate Dogg? Bryce, good to see you, man. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. Tamisha Ingram checked in as well. So, guys, it looks like we're good to go. Should we get started? Should we get started? Again, I kept this to a very small curated group. I invited about 15 to 20 folks. I wanted it to be small. This is some new content. We're going to have a lot of fun today. Okay, we're going to have a lot of fun. So, again, use the chat button below to chat with me. And here's what we're going to focus on today, guys. We're going to jump in now and get started. All right, Mike Cardella, Tamisha, here we go. We're going to focus on the fast way to add 1,000 subscribers, okay, to your email list, and how I made my first $10,000. And actually, it was over one weekend. And I was using tactics that every millionaire already understands, folks. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to the next slide. This is what you're going to learn in the next 35 minutes, okay? You're going to learn about the email scandal. And I got to tell you, how many of you know what I'm talking about? David Brohl, Jason, all of you guys in the chat, how many of you know what I'm talking about? Yes or no? All right, it was a big, big scandal. It pissed a lot of people off, but we're going to dive into that. And I'm going to break down why 37% response rates are the future of email marketing. Next, we're going to jump into how to get 30% of your attendees to buy on the spot live. Number 3, we're going to break down how I just sold my last company that I started from nothing when I was 19 years old, grew it to over $5 million in revenue, raised over $2.5 million, and just 4 or 5 weeks ago, sold it to our #1 competitor. All right, Marie, Jason, Lewis, Susie, good stuff, right? Good stuff. Nick Vermeer, good to have you, okay? And lastly, guys, at the end, we're going to do a big, big surprise you're going to love. We're also going to do live Q&A, and I will pick a winner for the drone, all right? And I'll pick a winner for that drone. Okay, here we go. Again, those of you that don't know me, I've already talked a little bit about myself, but again, founded Heyo at 19, just sold it, over 10,000 monthly paying customers. I've done features in Inc., The Wall Street Journal, Yahoo Finance, and so many of the other top publications that are asking me to do in-depth studies for them. But the fact is, folks, I'm super comfortable. Sold my last business. I don't need anybody. I don't need any customers. I don't need any clients. I don't need anybody's money. I'm just focused on doing what I love. And what I love is producing my podcast. I get the world's top entrepreneurs on, and I ask them point blank, how much revenue did you do last month, and how'd you do it? And if they beat around the bush or they don't know their numbers, David Brohl, what do I do? David, what do I do? I hit them hard. I hit them hard because they're fakers. We have a big, big problem we have to solve, guys, in our industry. So let's jump, again, right into the content, okay? First, the future of email marketing. Second, how to get 30% of your live attendees to buy. Third, how I sold Heyo, and a surprise at the end, okay? And a surprise at the end. Now, before I get into part 1, guys, I just want to touch base with you real quick. Show my face here. I'm going to go back and forth between looking at you guys here and the slides, which have the best content on them, and we're going to have a lot of fun. David Brohl said, hit them hard. Again, guys, I'm looking at everybody here. I don't know if you can see this. I have the chat open on my phone. There's a wicked glare. Let's see if I can block the glare. Nope, can't block the glare, but you can see I have chat open so I can chat with you guys. Okay, so let's get, again, guys, into the first piece of content here, which, again, is that email scandal and why 37% response rates are the future of email marketing. And I'll just start by saying this. People hit me so hard on this. I don't know why, because it worked. People like Mike Stelzner, for example, okay? It was unbelievable, the criticism I took on this thing. And what was crazy is I was right. I had people emailing me going, Nathan, this was a genius thing to do. So I'm going to show you that email here in a second. But first, I have a question for you guys. Tell me in the chat, how many of you are already building a list? Yes or no? How many of you are already building a list? Just tell me yes or no in the chat. Okay, so some of you are. Some of you are. Okay, that's good. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to walk you through the funnel, okay, that people go in from my own website. Okay, so David Baral, Lorraine, Cynthia said yes. David Baral said yes, I have an email list. So this is the first email I send out when people opt into my list. Okay, now I'm showing you guys my back end here. So keep this obviously private. But look at that open rate in the upper right of my screen. Look at that open rate. Tamisha, Ingram, Cynthia, Jason, have you ever seen an open rate that high? Can you believe that? I mean, this is an open rate that people would kill for. And notice what I'm doing. I'm just asking for people to reply with how they found me. Okay, I'm just asking for people to reply with how they found me. That's critical, okay, because they're writing back and telling me, again, I found you through here, here, here. That allows me to then figure out the best ways that I should market to them, right, to keep growing influence. Now, so 71% open rate, okay? Here's the second piece. This is what I send after day one passes. The subject line is, do we know each other already? And I'll let you read the email. I'll let you read the email on my screen now. All right, so notice what I did, guys. I basically forced them into taking action, and you can see here, the open rate is 64%, super high click-through rate. Okay, those of you that said Cynthia, Tamisha, Bryce, Nick, many of you said you had a list already. Have you seen open and click-through rates that high before? I mean, you know these are, I mean, some of the best in the world, if not the best. I mean, they are the highest, super high. So when people click the link in the email, they're taken to a survey. Okay, now follow me here. This is critical, where I get them to answer 6 very specific questions. And guys, welcome to those of you just joining us. Click the link below. Okay, click the teal button below to join the live chat. We've got a bunch of us chatting, and I want you to join in. So when people click my second email in that sequence, they go directly to these questions. I'll let you read them and pay careful attention to the colors. Pay careful attention to the colors here, guys. Do you see them? So notice the second question is your internet business full-time or do you have a side job? The fourth is roughly what's the overall size of your business in terms of gross sales. And the last is obviously name, email, and phone. Okay, Tamisha said, I've never seen open rates this high. Tamisha, you're right. They're huge. They're big, okay? So here's what I do with that information. Everybody fills out the survey and I put it in a big Excel sheet, which you see here, okay? This allows me to put together what I call merge tags. So for example, type column D here where I have TYPE at the top, I can upload this back into MailChimp. Okay, there's a column over here that says email. And the merge tag personal, okay, will then be attached to that email address, just like you would attach a first name to an email address and then send out an email with a merge tag in it. Let me just real quick take a pulse, guys. Yes or no? Tell me in the chat. How many of you guys know what a merge tag is? How many of you actually know what a merge tag is? Don't be bashful. Tell me in the chat real quick, guys. How many of you know what a merge tag is? Yes or no? Yes or no? I'm just curious. Okay, a few, Bryce Anderson said, yes, scary high open rates. Jason said, yep, I do know what a merge tag is. Jason Barton said no. David said no. Mike said no. Guys, a merge tag, you know when people send out like massive emails and it says like, hi, Jane, or something like that, okay? That is a merge tag. Basically, a merge tag is a field that you can put when you're writing an email in MailChimp or Aweber or Constant Contact that will fill in information about that email address, like a first name, a last name, or any other kinds of information. Okay, makes sense? Are you guys with me? Again, hey Mike, hey David, good to see everyone. Jason Barton, good to see you too, okay? So here's what you wanna do with those merge tags. I'm gonna go back to my screen now. Here's what you wanna do with the merge tags, okay? Remember the colors from the questions I asked earlier? That top email I sent through MailChimp is the merge tag version. So hey, first name, I know it gets stressful in your full or part-time job if you're only making merge tag revenue. You deserve better, click here. So when Jane actually gets that email in her inbox, that's what she's gonna see, the bottom part. It's gonna say, hey Jane, I know it gets stressful in your part-time job. If you're only making 100 to 500K in revenue, right? Because that's what she told me in the survey, and I'm just putting the survey answer in an email back to her now. You deserve better. Click here. Okay? How many of you just had an aha moment looking at this? Right? This is why I'm getting open rates that are crushing your open rates, and they are crushing the industry average open rates and click-through rates. I'm using merge tags from a survey and basically just telling people back what they told me in the survey. Okay, so this is the reason why I sent out a very, very provocative email that basically said, get the heck off my list if you don't do this right now. I'll show you that email in a second, but first, you might be wondering, Nathan, how do you get people to fill out the survey? Is there a tool that you use? Well, guys, I've got 6 tools that I use, okay, to that you can use too. They're free to get people to fill out surveys when they opt into your list. Before I show you that, though, what's my favorite question to ask on my podcast? Actually, just tell me the favorite thing I ask. It's part of the famous 5. Number 3 is there a favorite online tool you have, right? So before I share with you my 6 favorite tools for surveys, here's what I'm gonna do. Again, we're giving away a drone at the end of this webinar. Go to nathanlatka.com/subscribe right now to increase your chances of winning that gorgeous Phantom drone. Okay, Cynthia Parrott, Tamisha Ingram, Jason Barton, Bryce. Can you guys imagine this gorgeous drone flying over you at a conference or at your next event? You can take amazing aerial selfies, go above your house, play with your kids. It's amazing. So you'll get +3 tickets to winning this drone. I'll tell you, they're very expensive, but it's a very nice drone, okay? To get 3 tickets, go to nathanlatka.com and subscribe to the podcast. Then type subscribe in the chat here in chat roll to let me know that you've done it, okay? Go to nathanlatka.com/subscribe, subscribe to the podcast. Then come back here to chat roll when you've done it and just type subscribed in the chat. That's how I'll know to give you 3 more tickets. I'll give you guys a second to go do that now. And remember, coming up, we've got a lot of great content. The 6 survey tools I use that you can use for free, how to make 10 grand in a weekend, how I sold my company. We've got a lot coming up, but go to nathanlatka.com/subscribe right now. All right, Bruce is in. Bruce got +3 tickets. Mike is in. Awesome. Jason is in, got +3 tickets. Again, guys, go to nathanlatka.com/subscribe to subscribe to the podcast. Okay, /subscribe to subscribe to the podcast. Get +3 tickets of winning that drone. Guys, I'm picking a winner for that drone in about 20 minutes. We're going to do it live. Okay, we're going to do it live here. All right. All right, Jason, Lewis, Tamisha, Bryce, guys, type subscribed once you've done it. And if you've already subscribed to the show, guys, like in the past, Make sure you type subscribed as well. I'll still give you +3 tickets. Okay, go ahead and do that now. All right, great. Let me move forward, guys, into our top 6 survey tools that I use to capture people's information after they opt in. The one that I use is SurveyMonkey, Survey Gizmo, Murky, Surveys Funnel Software, Wufoo, or Google Forms. Okay, or Google Forms. Okay, all 6 of these are great options. Take a screenshot of this if you want. Remember these, take notes and write them down. These are the 6 that I use. So now that you know the tools that I use, let me go back to the scandal that really pissed off Social Media Examiner CEO Michael Stelzner. He was mad about an email that I sent, which was very aggressive. My thinking was, I'm sick of having 60,000 people on my list. Here's a screenshot of my MailChimp backend. You can see I have 60,000 subscribers. I was sick of having all these people sit on my list, waste my space, energy, and time, okay? But they didn't tell me anything about them, so I didn't know how to give them value. Again, and the way I wanted people to tell themselves about me was by filling out the survey. So you can see on January 21st at 8:33 p.m., I sent this cleansing email, 60,000 subscribers. Folks, I got a 20% open rate. Okay, 20% open rate. Bryce, what's 20% of 60,000? Okay, over 12,290 people opened to this thing and over 3,000 clicked. Can you guys imagine what it would be like to get just 3,000 clicks to your website right now? Can you imagine? Okay, can you imagine? That's what happened, okay? Remember, I basically in this email said, click here to unsubscribe or click here to fill out the survey. So this was the data. Again, it went out to 60,000 recipients, 20% open rate, way above industry average, okay? A standard deviation of almost 3% or actually 5%. 3,000 people clicked. And guys, look at this next slide. This is the number of people that filled out that survey. Here it is. You guys see it? Type the number in the chat. Type the number in the chat. What do you see there? How many completed it? How many completed it? Type the number in the chat right now. Okay, 1037 spent an average time of 40 minutes each. 40 minutes. Okay, 1,000 people spent 40 minutes filling this thing out. Can you imagine all of that data that I got? That's over 650 hours of human investment that I got from one email. That's people filling out those survey questions, and which I can then just use for merge tags, okay, to give them information that I know they want. Again, 40 minutes times 1,000 people is 40,000 minutes. Divided by 60 minutes per hour is over 650 hours of human life. Folks, that is a powerful, powerful email. And what's most important about that is it allows me now, okay, I'm gonna go back to my face here for a second. By doing that, guys, it allows me to then give people content they actually want. See, the problem with our industry is we have all these bigwigs that think they're the shit, okay? And all they care about is adding emails to their subscriber list. By the way, not everybody, but most, okay, most. They just add, 400,000 email subscribers, 500,000, but they don't know a damn thing about 10 people on their list because they don't care. It's a number to them. It's how can they sell out their next conference or fill up their next, teleseminar or whatever they're doing, right? Or, email their next blog post or sell their next affiliate deal. They don't give a damn. I'm going the opposite. okay? I want people off my list unless I know exactly what their problems are so I can give them content that helps them solve their problems. We need people that have email lists that are less, that are smaller, but where you know more about every subscriber and you care about every subscriber, okay? Do we agree? Smaller, but more powerful. That's the key. And frankly, the bigwigs in the industry were mad at me because I just called them out. I had to say it. I have nothing to lose. I can't be politically correct all the time, okay? I had to call it out. These people have big lists. They don't give a damn about all the people on their list. They couldn't name 10 people on the list. And they don't know what the biggest problems of the people that are on their list have. Okay? They don't even know why they subscribe. It's just a numbers game to them. So I'm doing completely the opposite, okay? All right, completely the opposite. And here's some of the feedback that I was getting. I mean, it was unbelievable feedback that I was getting. Phone calls, email messages, text messages. Here's one from Carissa. She said, oh my gosh, this email was so well done. Hashtag slow clap. Totally copying this move for my own email list. That was Sarissa from Centerville, Virginia. Here's Nikki with the Biz Underdog podcast. Here's what she said. I love this email. I love it, okay? I'm copying it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Here's another one. Vernon Ross, from the CEO at Ross Public Relations, said, ha, I'm so stealing this, Nathan, all right? I'm so stealing this, okay? And by the way, he did. He stole it, he used it, and he Snapchatted me his data when he did it. Look what he did. He emailed it, he copied my subject line, which is fine, by the way. Seriously, I'm unsubscribing you as a subject line. He got a 181% open rate. That means if he had 100 people on his list, each person opened it almost 2 times each. Each. Have you ever seen numbers like this, folks? It works. You've got to do what works, and it works. Okay, now, before we get into the next segment of content, folks, okay, which is gonna be a good one, by the way, we're gonna talk about how getting 30% of attendees to buy on the spot live is achievable. You can do it, along with the drone giveaway, along with a lot more content coming up here in a second. But first, can we give you another chance to increase your chances to winning the drone? To get +1 ticket, add me on Snapchat right now and send me a quick snap telling me why you should win the drone. That's nathanlatka.com/Snapchat. My username is nlatka. Add me on Snapchat now and shoot me a quick snap telling me why you think you should win the drone. Go ahead and do that now. Those of you listening in, remember, we've got the live video on one, and then the chat should pop up in a new window. Okay, the chat is in a new window, guys. Again, go to nathanlatka.com/Snapchat right now and snap me. Tell me why you think you should win the drone. I'm in my Snapchat right now, waiting for your snap. So I'll give you about 60 more seconds to do that. Okay, I see Aaron Chase added me. Bruce Foot just added me. Charlie G just added me. I'm adding you guys. I'm refreshing right now. All right, I'm refreshing right now. By the way, you guys have to tell me if you don't use Snapchat. Just say I don't use it in the chat. All right, about 30 more seconds here before we get into the next section of content. We're gonna focus on 3 fast ways to build a list to 1,000 subscribers starting from nothing. I'll also show you the 67 subject lines I use that you would never even think of using, okay? You never even think of it. Okay, again, nathanlatka.com/Snapchat to add me now. Mike Cardella, I just got yours. I just added you too. All right. Here's one. Because we're both from Virginia colleges. Bruce, that's a good one, man. By the way, I'm jealous of your coffee. That looks fun. That looks fun. Let me just touch base with everyone again real quick. So it looks like you guys, some people have the chat opened, but they're not sure then how to get the video. It's two separate things. If you're watching me live right now, if you click the teal chat button below, it opens up a new window so you can actually chat and type with me. I think it looks like you guys would prefer next time I do this to have the chat embedded in the same page. Is that right? Is that the case? I think it is. I think it is based off the feedback I'm getting. Mad Panda 367 just added you as well. So many people on Snapchat. Those of you curious too, I'll show you real quick on my Snapchat. I'm always curious how many views people get on their snaps. So you can see on mine, I get several hundred. I just posted that one. It's got 135 views. It's kind of cool. It's like almost a webinar on demand. So I'll get several hundred on each snap. Okay, you guys ready to move forward to the next part of the content? You guys having fun so far? All right, I know I am. I'm enjoying the heck out of this. You guys are active. You're a ton of fun. You know what you want. You're chatting with me, and I've got the chat open right here. See, I've got Ann, and who else is that? Mike, Mel, Kelly, Bryce. Everybody's right there. I love it. Okay, let's move forward to the next section of content, guys. Okay, I'm going to turn my face off. How do I do that? Here we go. I'm gonna turn my face off, go back to the slides, and we're gonna go to the next section. Remember, in about 9 minutes and 4 seconds, you're gonna get these two additional things. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to get them in about 9 minutes. I can read that on my screen now. Okay, part two, getting 30% of attendees to buy on the spot live. How do we do this? Well, guys, I built Heyo on the back of webinars. Bryce, you remember those, right? Bryce, if you remember that, just type Nathan, I remember your webinars in the chat. I have to tell you, I built Heyo on the back of webinars. We spent over $5 million on webinars, okay? So here's the structure I used. The left side is minute 0 of the webinar. The right side is minute 60. And this is the general flow that I use, okay? So you jot that out. Now, here's the thing. People stop listening to you, okay, halfway through, okay, the webinar. A lot of you guys will think, like even right now, a bunch of you guys, okay, Susie, we're live. We're live. Refresh your page. We're live. Why do people, I don't know why people don't understand that we're live. There's a big line. I only want 20 or 30 people in. We're already live, okay? But folks, when you do live presentations, people will stop listening to you because your voice becomes the normal. Your voice becomes the normal. So you have to break your voice once every 10 minutes. And you can break up your voice 3 ways. The first, you can unmute somebody else. The second, you can play a video like a YouTube video. Or third, you can have a co-host, which will keep you balanced and even. Okay, a co-host will keep you balanced and even. That's why you see a lot of presentations do interview style or podcasts do interview style. All right. Now, those of you that do webinars, one of the things you might wonder is, Nathan, how do I email people like that I don't know and get them to email market for my webinar? How do I fill up my own webinar? Well, guys, I've put together something special for you guys. It's 10 ways that I use to find anybody's email address. Okay, anybody's email. Once you find their email address, you can again email them and try and get them to market your webinar so you can actually have an audience on your first webinar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you those tools right now. You can go to nathanlatka.com/blog to see the content. It's 10 ways, okay, to get anybody's email. It's the ways that I use. And if you click the Facebook share button, okay, not the like button, but the share button on that blog post, I'll give you guys an additional 2 tickets of winning the drone. Okay, it's nathanlatka.com/blog. Okay, nathanlatka.com/blog. And once you get there, click the share button. Okay, click the share button in the upper, guys, I believe it's upper left. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the chat right now. http nathanlatka.com to get +2 tickets click Facebook share button. Okay, there it is. I just put the link in the chat. But again, to get +2 tickets to winning that drone, go to nathanlatka.com/blog. You'll see the content, 10 ways to find anyone's email address in 17 seconds flat, okay? Click the Facebook share button on that post. It's in the upper left, right under the LinkedIn share button that has 60 shares. Click the Facebook share button on that and then type done in the chat here with me. That's your way of telling me, okay, that you did it, and I'll give you +2 tickets. Go ahead and do that now, okay, guys? nathanlatka.com/blog. All right, I'll put the link up again one more time so you guys have it. Share screen. There it is. And coming up, guys, in the next 60 seconds, you're gonna see exactly, okay, you're gonna see exactly how to get 30% of your attendees to convert into buyers on your webinar. But first, again, type done in the chat once you've gone to nathanlatka.com/blog and clicked the share button. David Burrell did it, Jason Barton did it, great. Jessica Tolliver did it. Guys, David, Jason, Jessica, super smart. You've all gotten +2. Tamisha just got +2 tickets as well. Very good. Again, once you guys do that, type done in the chat and I'll hook you up. Okay, Mike Cardella did it. Great. Let's move forward. Part 3. Okay, part 3, and this is step 2. People will minimize your screen. Okay, so what you want to do, in fact, just read this text right here on my screen where my mouse is. Can you read this text? Okay, notice what I did there? Those of you that had minimized my screen, you probably just maximized it when I said read this text right here. You want to do things like that to keep people looking at your slides and your screen, otherwise you're going to lose them. So we do this once every 10 minutes. I'll say I'm going to the next slide, which gets people to look again. I'll say see my mouse right here, which gets people to look. Or I'll say read this text, which gets people to look as well. Okay, so any of those 3 things. And the last part you need to get people doing, guys, is actually moving their bodies, physically engaging with your webinar while they're sitting in their office chair back at home. So how do you do that? Well, again, once every 10 minutes, we ask people to take notes, to answer a poll, or like I've done with you guys, I'll say, tell me in the chat. Then you physically move your fingers, again, to tell me in the chat. And that's a great, great way. Okay, that's a great, great way, all right, to keep people engaged. Tamisha's going, Nathan, that is a great tip. Bryce is saying, yep, always had a knack for it, all right? So here's the money shot. Guys, this is, by the way, I teach this on half-day retreats for $5,000, a slide you're about to see. I'm just giving it to you totally free. But see, I'm giving you stuff for free, and then I'm asking you to help me by sharing my stuff and doing stuff. So it's a good trade, right? It's a fair trade, huh? I think you're probably getting the better end of the deal, but it's a fair trade. Here's the money shot. Take a screenshot of this. This is the webinar structure you want to use to maximize sales and convert at 20%. Do something to get people to listen, look, and interact once every 10 minutes, okay? And I'll show you at the end of this webinar in about 7 minutes and 5 seconds what the ups and the downs mean in this chart, okay? Additionally, you'd want to keep watching, guys, because I'm going to show you in a second how to guarantee a standing ovation every time you speak. I'll also break down 3 ways I got my podcast to #1 business podcast on Inc., #1 in Apple New and Noteworthy, and grew it to over 36,000 downloads the first 30 days. But first, guys, I want to get in, okay, I want to get in to how I sold Heyo starting from nothing, okay, starting from nothing. Now, just real quick, guys, tell me in the chat, yes or no, how many of you guys know what Heyo is? How many of you guys were already connected with me somehow during Heyo? Tell me in the chat right now, don't be bashful. How many of you already know what Heyo is? Okay. Let's see. Bruce is helping people out, telling people how to screenshot. That's great. Again, how many of you guys just yes or no in the chat know me through Heyo, or you saw me or connected with me on Heyo? Jessica said, I met you, Nathan, through Creative Live. Very good, Jessica. Thanks for that. David said, you constantly foreshadow later parts of your webinar. Is that a technique? Yes, David. It pulls the audience through. Okay. All right, let's get into, again, how I sold Heyo starting from nothing, did 5 million in sales, and raised over 2.5 million bucks. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shift back to the slides again for you. Okay, here we go. There are the slides. Part 3, how I sold Heyo, again, starting from nothing, got 5 million in sales and raised 2.5 million dollars. So first things first, guys, is we ended up with a letter of intent. The letter of intent, that's called an LOI. An LOI is the document that somebody who wants to buy your company will send you to Misha and Mike and Mal Kelly and David, okay? It's the document they send you that says how much they want to buy your business for, what the terms are, etc. It's usually 1 or 2 pages. So I got interest one day from one of our competitors who said, Nathan, we want to buy the business. And I said, great. Here's what I wrote back to their email. I'll let you read that on my screen. So that's what I said. I'm thrilled you're interested. I'm making a decision on Friday at 5 p.m. if we should sell or not. And I said, before I make a decision, is this your best offer? What do you guys think happened after I sent this email? Tell me in the chat. What do you think happened? What do you think they wrote back? Here's what happened, guys. Okay, I got interest from about 5 people that gave me an LOI, who I said, I'm making a decision on Friday at 5. 4 of them wrote back to this email and doubled their offers. Just like that, doubled. Okay, so if they offered 5 million originally, they wrote back and offered 10 million. 4 of them out of the 5 wrote back and doubled their offer. Can you believe this? Okay, Donald Trump thinks he's good at deal making. I'm a really, really good deal maker. Really good deal maker. I bet I'd beat Trump, okay? I bet I would beat Trump. I'm a great deal maker. What do you guys think I said to this? Okay, because I didn't need to sell the business. You know what I said back? I said this. Okay, Mal, Mike, Tamisha, David, this is what I said back. This was on a Wednesday. What do you think happened? What do you think happened? I'll go forward to the next slide and show you. That's exactly right, guys. So of the 4 that doubled it the first time, 2 of them doubled it again. So if they started at 5 million, they doubled it to 10 million, and they doubled it again to 20 million. I turned 5 into 20 with 2 emails. Can you believe that? This is how you get rich fast. You have to be smart. You have to be tough. You have to create leverage, and you have to know when to sign the deal and move forward. So that's what I did. I signed the letter of intent that I wanted to take, and we moved into a period called due diligence, okay? Here's due diligence. This is where most people, or this is where most deals fall apart. And basically what happens is the acquiring company will review your financials, your code, and other company assets to make sure they know what they are buying. Okay, and that usually takes 4 to 6 weeks. It's a lot of work, okay, due diligence. And then eventually I knew we were going to close when I got this email from my attorney. Okay, I got this email from my attorney. Signature pages, that's always a good email. So when you sign signature pages, it basically means you're closing the deal. So I had to sign the purchase agreement, the trademark assignment agreement, the domain name transfer agreement. So they got heyo.com, the assignment and assumption agreement, the bill of sale, and board consent. And then you know what happens next? All the newspapers in the world that you guys really want to be in, they start writing about you and they put you on the front cover, right? They put you on the front cover. Millions and millions and millions of people. Check it out. Big deal in Blacksburg. David said, what keeps you from ripping you off? Well, David, why? They can't rip us off. We have millions in revenue and thousands of paying customers. We're kicking their ass. They were our #1 competitor. We were kicking their butt. All right? We're kicking their butt. You have to be smart. You have to keep leverage. You have to make sure people don't rip you off. Okay, so press writes about you, the Roanoke Times. This was the most shared article that month on their site. I should have charged them for all the traffic we got them. You know, PR Web, loads and loads of people. Okay, loads of people. All right, guys, before we get to my next part of the webinar, where I'm going to focus on, again, I'll show you guys how you can connect with any person in the world. It's a little tool that I use. Okay, but first, I want you to go to nathanlatka.com/Facebook. I recorded a little 20-second Facebook video for you at that link, and I want you to like, share, and comment on that video to get +3 tickets to win the drone. Our leaderboard for the drone is really growing. A lot of you guys have extra tickets, so get 3 more to increase your chances of winning by going to nathanlatka.com/Facebook and like, share, and comment on that last video. Go ahead and do that now. In fact, I'll do it with you guys. Okay, nathanlatka.com/Facebook. Here's the video. Folks, I recorded this right before the webinar. So like, leave a quick comment, okay, and share. So true, more people should take this advice. And post that, okay? And post that, right? So I see David did that, Jessica Broll did it. Who else? Jessica Tolliver. Again, just like and click a share and leave a quick comment, David and Jessica and everyone else, to get +3 tickets on that drone. I gotta tell you, it's a great, great drone. You guys are gonna love it. You're really going to love it. Look at that beautiful weather out there. Downtown Austin, baby. Again, nathanlatka.com/Facebook is the link that you guys want to go to and like, share, and comment on that video that I created for you. Let me know back in the chat here once you've done that. Again, I'll put that link in the chat right now. There it is, okay? That's the link. David, good question. I mean, there are parts, we didn't show them all the code, right? But they ask you, like, did you use outsourced code? Like, what's original, what's not? How big's your engineering team? Those kinds of questions. So Mal Kelly, Tamisha Ingram, Mike Cardella, okay, head to nathanlatka.com/Facebook and do that now. And while you're on, the Facebook, my Facebook page, guys, if you want a little extra credit, we all love extra credit, right? Everybody loves extra credit. You can do this, okay? You can do this, and I'll give you some extra credit. When you liked my fan page, in my cover photo over the bottom right, hover over the liked button, and you're gonna see in your news feed, and the default thing will be selected. I want you to change it and click See First. Click See First. That will basically put, I do 1 video update a day. What that means is when I do a video update, guys, it'll appear right at the top of your news feed. Okay, and I gotta tell you, these videos, they're the best. I mean, they're the best. They're true. They sometimes are controversial, but that's because I speak the truth. I go after people when I think they're wrong. I share profit and numbers and data. So see first, and then under notifications, click all on. All on. I'll throw in some bonus for you guys. once you've done that. nathanlatka.com/Facebook. Now, that's right, isn't it? That's the strategy. You have to keep it simple. You have to keep it simple. All right, let's move forward into part 4. This is actually a bonus, okay? This is a bonus. And here's what I want you to do. I'm going to show you how to talk to anybody you want in the world. But first, tell me who that person is in the chat. Jessica, for you specifically, or Mal, or Cynthia. Type a person you really want to meet in the chat right now. Mike Cardella, David Barol. Tell me in the chat a person you really want to meet. Someone you really want to meet. Okay, and that's what I'm going to show you. I didn't plan to share this, guys, but we have some extra time and I want to keep giving you value. So here's how to get powerful people you don't know to meet with you. Use this tool called conspire.com. Okay, Jessica, if you want to know Andrew Kramer, go to conspire.com and type the person's name in that you want the intro to. So let's say it's Elon Musk. Elon will then show up, okay, and you'll want to click send Elon a message, okay? What this does is it tells you how you're connected to Elon Musk. So here's me. It says, Nathan, you have a green connection with David Cohen. David has a green connection with Jason. And Jason has a really strong connection with Elon. So that's how you get connected, right? That's my path to Elon Musk. The trick is now, how can you talk to David Cohen and Jason to get those introductions? Okay, so Conspire basically is an easy way. It's a free way that'll tell you, okay, how, all right, to get connected to the people you really want to connect to. And those of you that said Ryan Holiday and Tim Ferriss, Steve Harvey, I'm actually having them all to Austin for an event that I'm putting on October 6th and 7th. Okay, so just remember that link is nathanlatka.com/event if you want to meet some of those folks. I'm happy to make introductions in person for you. But that's what you want to use is conspire.com. Okay, it's a tool that I use. I mean, it really is powerful. How many of you guys just had an aha moment? Talk about 6 degrees. Holy mackerel. This is the way to do it. Hey, this is the way to do it. Now, once you know how to connect to Elon Musk, there's a trick in how you ask for the introduction. There's a trick in how you ask for it that will maximize, okay, that will maximize your chances of actually meeting them. So I want to show you exactly, and it only takes one slide to do it. I want to show you how, once you have the connection, to actually get the introduction to facilitate the in-person meeting. There's a trick to it. But first, guys, I'm putting out content like this all the time on YouTube. It would mean the world to me if you subscribed on YouTube by going to nathanlatka.com/YouTube right now. Go ahead and do that now in a new browser window. Type done in the chat once you've done that, and I'll give you +2 tickets to win the drone. And folks, we're giving away the drone in about 7 minutes. One of your last chances to get more tickets to win. Go to nathanlatka.com/YouTube and click subscribe right now. I'll give all of you about 30 seconds to do that. All right, and again, type done in the chat once you've done that. That way I know, okay, that way I'll know exactly how, who to give points to. Okay, David said, Jessica's done, Cynthia's done, Tamisha's done, Mike's done, awesome. Ann Kelch said, why Conspire versus LinkedIn? Well, Ann, Conspire it shows you the direct path. I mean, it's really simple and shows you the direct path. Okay, that's what I use. All right, so guys, once you have people willing to introduce you to somebody else, here's the trick to actually making it happen. I'm gonna stay silent and let you read this tactic right off my screen. Here it is. Folks, it really is that simple. It really is that simple. Okay, it really is that simple. All right, I'm gonna go forward. Here's another bonus that I wanna share with you guys. This is how I have manipulated mass media to get 1.7 billion free impressions and influence that you just can't buy. What you wanna do is go local and then elephant bump. So what does that mean? Well, you wanna start with a local paper, you know, whatever city you're in, the Chicago Times, the Loudoun Times Mirror, the Ohio Report, right? The LA Times, a local newspaper, and then do something called elephant bumping, level up, email Inc. or Entrepreneur or Forbes or Success or Business Insider and link them to that local article, which will increase the likelihood that they will write about you on their blogs. Guys, tell me, just type the word press in the chat if you would love to be on Inc., Entrepreneur, or Forbes, one of these big guys. Just type capital letters, baby, PRESS. If you would love to be featured on one of those magazines. Type it in now, PRESS, if you would love to be on Inc. or Forbes or Fortune, okay, or Entrepreneur. How many of you would love that kind of press? Guys, here's what's crazy. It's not hard to get. It doesn't take a super genius to figure this out. You just have to know the right ways to do it. And you don't have to buy a $3,000 info product course to teach you this. It's really, really simple. It starts with having the email. Okay, and I see everybody saying, press, 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 I want press. Okay, it starts by having the email addresses of the Inc. reporter, the Entrepreneur reporter, and the Forbes reporter. So guys, I really shouldn't give out personal information, okay? But people are asking me for it. They're saying press. So I think I have to do it. I think I have to give out the email addresses of the lead editors at Inc., Entrepreneur, Forbes, Success, and Business Insider. Should I do it? Should I do it? I have to do it. I love you people, okay? I have to do it. I love you people. Here it is. Screenshot that bad boy. Screenshot that bad boy. Here are the email addresses, folks. Okay, and don't screw it up. When you email them, be smart about it. Don't screw it up. When you email them, be smart about it. Okay, Jessica, Tamisha, David, Andrew, Anthony, Cynthia, I love you people. I love you people, okay? These are the email addresses that you want to use. Consider it your lucky break. This one thing makes the whole webinar worth it, right? So again, you want to email those folks the local article that you got written about you. That's how you get on Entrepreneur, Inc., Forbes, or any of these big guys, okay? And look, it happens all the time. Here's the Roanoke Times. It's the local paper. I then use this to get on all these other platforms like Inc., like Forbes, like everywhere else, okay? That's how you do it, guys. That is how you do it. That's how you do it. Now, before I summarize today, and again, we're gonna do live Q&A at the end. We gotta pick a winner for the drone. I also though want to give you guys, this will be the last opportunity for you to get drone points, okay, drone points. My Instagram, I don't know what's happening, but it's just taking off. Thousands of people, they're loving the content. I don't know what's happening. Something I'm saying they're agreeing with. It's taking off like crazy. So if you want one last ticket to increase your likelihood of winning that drone, follow me on Instagram right now. Go to nathanlatka.com/Instagram, right? nathanlatka.com/Instagram. Follow me and like the last image that I posted. You guys see how this works? I give you great content for free. Most people charge for this. In fact, I really should be charging $400, $500, $600 for this content. I give it to you free. I pat your back, you pat mine. That's how the world works, right? Totally fair. And you got a chance of winning a great looking drone, a top of the line drone. All right, nathanlatka.com/Instagram. Follow me and then like the last image and type done in the chat. Go ahead and do that now. Like the last image and then click done in the chat. "30 more seconds to do that." I see Mad Panda, Tamisha, MPT Community just followed. Again, follow me on Instagram and like the last image that I posted, which I see Tamisha just did. It says the startups that work well are the ones that are working all the time. Ain't that the truth, baby? Ain't that the truth? NathanLatka.com/Instagram. I see Cynthia Parrott just did it. Mike Cardella just did it. Okay, who else? 15 more seconds. Go grab it. RYL Fitness just did it. 10, 9, 8, 7. No lying. I can actually see if you guys did this, okay? I can see if you've done it. Jessica said she is Mad Panda Lab. Very good. Oh, David said, I'm Bala House Publishing on Twitter. Nice, good. All right, very good. So guys, here so far is what you've learned today. Okay, this is what you've learned today so far. The first, I broke down the email scandal and why 37% response rates are the future of email marketing. I walked you through why getting 30% of your attendees to buy on the spot live is critical and how to do it. I showed you how I sold Heyo starting from nothing, hit 5 million in revenue, people, and raised over $2.5 million from a Forbes billionaire. I still have a surprise for all of you at the end of the webinar. We'll do live Q&A, and one of you guys is going to win a drone, okay? One of you guys is going to win a drone. So tell me real quick in the chat, yes or no, have you learned at least 2 things on this webinar that you feel like you can use instantly to grow your business? Many people tell me, Nathan, when you do webinars, it's like nothing I've ever seen. They're the best. They're like not, these other webinars like that's, Marketo will do or Salesforce. They're boring. They're slow. Everybody falls asleep. Latka webinars are exciting, right? They're entertaining. They're fun. They're amazingly educational. You get amazing data. Give me a big ol' heck yes in the questions if you've learned at least 2 things. Cynthia saying yes. Jessica saying yes. Everybody saying yes. Okay, very good. Mal said Conspire alone was worth the time. Well, guys, here's what I have done. You need to tell me what to do now. Pay attention to my screen. I have a little private backend I've put together, okay? And it's quick. This isn't one of those info products where they brag about having like 2 million videos that you have to spend like 90 years of your life watching, okay? These are 3 specific modules focused on deeper aspect of what we talked about today, and they're quick. They're quick. Why the hell would I take an hour to explain something that I could give to you in 60 seconds? Okay, so info products should not be hundreds of videos long. They should be fast and quick. So I do have a little package for you guys if you want it, okay? But I'm not gonna spend time telling you about it unless there's interest. There's gotta be interest from at least 5 of you. Okay, I have a very small curated group on today of about 20 people. That's what I wanted. 5 of you have to want it. If you want it, type buy in the chat, and I will take time and break down the modules, what you get, and yes, the magic price. And yes, the magic price. Now remember, we have a surprise coming up at the end. Okay, one of you guys is gonna win a drone, and we've also got Q&A, but type buy in the chat if you're interested. And if not at least 5 of you, not that kind of buy, David, B-U-Y. David thinks he's funny. All right, David, I see you. Again, type B-U-Y in the questions if you're interested in in-depth detail on each of these things we talked about today. I have a special package I put together for you guys that everyone else pays way more for. I've got a special pack for you guys, but you gotta tell me in the chat if it's something that you want. If not, I'll skip right over it. You'll miss out, not a problem. Just type BUY in the chat if you're interested in pricing. and I'll spend 5 minutes on that. Otherwise, I'll skip right over it, and you guys will just have to miss out. Okay, I'll give you, I think there's a delay here. So when I'm talking, it actually delays by about 2 or 3 minutes. So I'll give you guys a second. Okay, it looks like David's typing bye. Tamisha Ingram said bye, please. Yes, yes, yes. Cynthia said yes, bye. Jessica said bye, please. Mal said interested, but I have a client. Can you email me the details? Mal, no. I won't email you the details. It's only here live. Have your client on the call. They'll thank you for it. All right, it's just for you people live. Okay, here it is. Okay, here it is. Aisha said bye. Pay careful attention, guys. I'm not doing this again. Okay, I'm not doing this again. I hate selling things. I don't need the money because I just sold my business. So I'm only doing this if you really want to go deeper. Here it is. Module 1, the future of email marketing. There's 3 parts. Module 2, how to convert 30% of your live attendees into buyers. There's 3 parts there as well. And module 3 is how to get the press to write about you without paying for it. Okay, that's module 3. Let's break down module 1 quickly. The future of email marketing and how you can get way, way ahead. All right, Aisha, Jessica, you're gonna love this. Tamisha, this is for you. The first video, 3 fast ways to build a list to 1,000 subscribers starting from nothing. And hint, there's no expensive giveaways. What else will you learn in module 1? Here's number 2, why 37% responded to the future of email marketing. And I'll actually give you guys 3 typed examples you can copy and paste to save yourself time, energy, and money while still getting results. And Cynthia Parrott, you're gonna love this one. Number 3, 67 subject lines I use that you would never even think of using. In fact, folks, you could be so stupid and these will still work for you. They're that good. In fact, let me see if I can show you. I'm gonna come back to my face real quick. These subject lines are so important. This is my wallet. I love this wallet, by the way. People go, Nathan, you're like super rich. Why do you have this wallet? Because it works. It works. It's super, super durable. Look at what I keep in my wallet. You guys see this? See this? Can you guess what this is? Can you guess? These are the 67 subject lines that I use. This is how important they are to me, right? I'll give you a quick sneak peek. Whoops. People who pay will get this full list, okay, in an actual Word format, so you can copy and paste it. But these are the email subject lines that work. These are the blog headlines that work. This is what you should put in your Facebook and Instagram updates to get engagement. 69 of them. All right, you're gonna get all of them. They're that important. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so that's module 1. Module 1, okay? Let's quickly tell you what module 2 is about. Are we ready? Okay, are we having fun? Good, good. All right, here is module 2, folks. How to convert 30% of your live attendees into buyers. Part 1 of this module is I'm gonna break down how to guarantee a standing ovation every time you speak. Again, all these come with a video. On this one, you'll be able to get to download the slides as well. We've got all the stuff for you there so you can consume the content whenever you want. Part 2, 3 ways I got my podcast to #1 business podcast on Inc., #1 in Apple New and Noteworthy, and 36,000 downloads the first 30 days. And lastly, I share with you a little bit about how I do webinars, but I didn't tell you what I do at minute 47. What do I say and what slides do I put up to get 30% of webinar attendees to buy? I'll show you that in the paid course. And next, module number 3, how to finally get all of the attention, press, and influencer partnerships that you want, okay? The first part of this module will be the secret formula to using trigger words, okay, to get what you want. And hint, ideas don't stick, folks, unless they repel. They have to repel, okay, Jessica, okay, Cynthia, they have to repel. Number 2, Tiziano Lancelot, this is for you. The easy way to elephant bump no matter how big of a nobody you are. So if earlier you were watching and I said get local press and you're going, Nathan, I don't know how to get local press, this is for you. It'll show you how to get that local press to get the momentum going. And lastly, number 3, how to manipulate mass media to get 1.7 million free impressions. Now, if you're gonna buy those impressions from Facebook, guys, it costs you 34 grand, okay? Paying a $20 CPM, costs you 34 grand. So by buying this, it's like you're gonna make like 34 grand in savings right off the bat. That's a lot of money, okay? It's a lot of money. Did you have that much in your bank last time you looked at your account? Right, it's a lot of money. So 3 modules, okay? They're quick. This is not one of those courses, guys, where where I'm gonna brag about, oh, you should pay me 4 grand because I recorded 200 videos. And no, who the hell is gonna listen to 200 videos? I did the opposite. I only included what was absolutely essential for you to grow your list, close more sales, and get all the free press that you want. Are we ready for the price? This is the fun part, okay? Are we ready for this price? You're probably guessing, ooh, Nathan, ooh, he's a tough guy. He's a good deal guy. He's probably gonna be like $900 here, or $800. Well, you'd be close to right, but you're wrong. Folks, the price is $197. I'm doing it for you guys here at 3:07 p.m. Eastern on March 24th. The price increases immediately when this webinar ends, okay? It will never be $197 again, got it? It will never be $197 again. You can grab it right now by going to nathanlatka.com/tribe buy. Okay, Aisha, that's /tribe buy. Cynthia, David, Tamisha, that's the link. And folks, here is what I'm doing. Okay, this should be a no-brainer. 100% 30-day risk-free guarantee, no questions asked. So here's the deal. You must consume it though. That's the key, because I'm sick and tired of people that waste all their money on info product courses and they don't do a damn thing to actually learn from the content and implement it. That's why you're broke, unhappy, and poor, okay, and bored. You have to consume the content. I purposely made the content very quick and fast so you can consume it. Now you're going, Nathan, like 100% 30-day risk-free. Well, couldn't I just sign up, steal all your content, then cancel? Well, of course you could. And I know people will take advantage of this. You know, schemers obviously will scheme, and that's okay. I'm okay taking that risk and taking that hit so that you guys feel comfortable jumping in, just like Joe did. Joe Snyder, you can see here on my screen, there's his mugshot. He's a father of 2. And read what he said after he bought the course at nathanlatka.com/tribe buy. He said, I've tuned into Nathan's podcast, classes, and even bought his starter tribe course. By the way, he paid $397 for the same course, okay? I told you I'm doing $197 for you guys only. Joe went on to say, his direct action tools and usable hacks gave me instant return on investment in the sale of my insurance business, both using his email subject lines, the 67 guys that I just showed you, and his Heyo experience based off advice of getting buyers to bid against each other. He was able to add $300,000 to his sales price in the last 3 days of negotiations. So folks, he made that money back so fast it would make your head spin. It would make your head spin. I don't know what the hell you're thinking if you're not buying right now. This is what Joe said. Here's what Paul said. Nathan, I bought. I'm giving it 5 gold stars. I just completed module 1. Thank you so much. Guys, Paul is just like you guys. Just like you guys. Go to nathanlatka.com/tribe buy to grab it right now. Jessica says, you keep it real. Jessica, you better believe it. Now stay tuned, guys. We've got live Q&A coming up and the drone giveaway. But in the meantime, again, head to nathanlatka.com/tribe buy to grab this now. And I'll tell you guys, you can see here on my screen, we already have over 300 people in it. Over 300. It's really, really big, but I've curated it, so it's very smart. And look, I have to do like what's the OxyClean guy? He goes, what's he say? But wait, there's more. Okay, here we go. Bonuses. I love bonuses. Who doesn't love bonuses, okay? We all love bonuses. Here they are. There is no way that I would talk to any of you guys one-on-one on the phone because I'm busy. I don't need you. Sorry, but I don't need you. I'd rather read in a corner and just have fun and educate myself and get ahead of all of you guys. So here's the deal. Here's how you get 5 minutes of my time. It's part of the bonus. Anybody who goes to nathanlatka.com/tribe buy, okay? Tribe buy, all right? You'll get a 5-minute strategy bonus call with me. Number 2, you guys know what taxes are, income reports. I will send you mine from 2012 so you can actually see how I was making money right off my tax returns. Okay, right off my tax returns. Aisha said, when you said, I don't need you, I literally spit my drink out. Aisha, I keep it real. I keep it real, baby. All right, it's the truth. I mean, I love you guys. You're great looking people. Okay, I love our time together, but the fact is, I don't want to be on a fucking webinar right now. I'd rather be out, in the fields frolicking with my horses, or on the beach, or here in Austin at Barton Springs Pool relaxing in the sunshine, okay? So that's number 2. nathanlatka.com/tribe-buy to grab it. And lastly, last bonus, you'll get access to the invite-only mastermind group. It is the Facebook group. Okay, it's the Facebook group. There's already over 300 people in it, and folks, there's a huge waiting line. There's over 400 people in the waiting line. You'll skip ahead of all of them. These are the smartest people I know. They share data in this Facebook group they don't share anywhere else. It's like being able to have direct access to the smartest people in the world. Think Bill Gates, think Elon Musk, at the drop of a hat. It's amazing. Okay, so the full price, again, is $197. The price immediately increases, Aisha, when this webinar ends, which is in about 3.5, 4 minutes, okay? You'll get module 1, module 2, module 3, and the 3 bonuses, okay? And I'm going to go back to me real quick. All right, guys, I am going to, because I don't want you, I got the screen on my face. Here we go. Good. So while I'm talking to you here, I'm actually right above you. So right above the camera, right there. I have another monitor where I'm going to open up the sales dashboard and welcome all of the new folks. Okay, welcome. So Janie, welcome, Janie. It's good to have you. We've got Trisha on board as well. John Cochran, hello, John. Welcome. We've got Trevinia. Thank you for joining. Well, so many of you guys signed up. This is this is so many. Look, guys, I'm not doing 5-minute calls with all of you. I was expecting like 3 or 4 of you to sign up. We have more than that already. So I'm going to limit this to, let's see. I'm going to update this slide real quick. I'll do this for 2 more people. Deal? We're going to do this for 2 more people. That's it. All right, so I'm going to share my screen again. Big screen, share. All right, we're going to do this for 2 more people. There's 2 left. And remember, folks, I'm not kidding around. Price increases immediately when these 2 disappear, okay? You have none of the bonuses either. You won't get my income report from 2012. You will have no way into that mastermind group. You're going to miss out. And you have 0 way to get one-on-one time with me. That's only part of the bonuses. There's 2 left. Go to nathanlatka.com/tribe-buy to grab one right. Actually, Jermaine, welcome. So guys, Jermaine just purchased. So there is 1 left. Okay, there's 1 left. No crying if you miss out. No, I don't have kids for a reason. I hope one day I do, but I don't have kids for a reason. All right, 1 of these bad boys left, and then we're gonna jump right into Q&A. We're gonna pick a winner for the drone as well. Okay, and again, I'll get all your questions answered. All right, I can actually feel it right now. I can see on our Google Analytics people on the buying page checking out. There are people checking out right now. So this one is going to disappear. I don't know who they are yet because the sale hasn't gone through, but somebody's getting that last one right now before that price goes up to probably $397. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to double the price. I'm going to double that price, okay? All right, who's it going to be? Someone's going to grab it. I'll let you guys grab it. Someone's going to get it. Isn't this fun, guys? I don't know about you guys. You might hate this, my style. You might hate something about me. Guess what? I don't care. I love this. I told you guys I like to spend most of my time, doing stuff like this, reading all these books that I have that I haven't gotten to yet. Okay, I have like stacks and stacks of books that I want to get to. All right, okay, there goes the last one. Very good. Who is this? Oh gosh, I don't know if I can pronounce his name correctly. It sounds like fat, P-H-A-T, fat thang. T-H-A-N-G. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, we're down to 0 of those bad boys left. I will get all of you guys the links to your bonuses, links to the Facebook group, and I will instantly give you access to the course as well. Here's the deal. If you're in the middle of checking out and fat, P-H-A-T, just beat you out, finish checking out. I'll let you finish checking out. I'll let you stay included, but only if you're already checking out. Don't lie to me. Make sure you're staying honest. Only if you're already started checking out. All right, none of those left. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. Start bringing me your questions. I'm looking at the the chat questions right now. If you have questions about anything I covered today, ask them, type them there now, and I will get them answered. Hit me hard. Hit me hard. None of these fluffy duffy questions. Give me the good stuff. Give me the good stuff. What do we got here? All right, what do we got here? Okay, let's see. Okay, not seeing any questions yet. I see, the last comment I see is Aisha. Any questions? Cynthia, Jason, Bryce, Nick, Anthony, Ann Morgan, Ann Kelch, MPT comments. Any questions, guys? I'm seeing no questions. Am I missing questions? I'm not. I don't think I see questions unless my chat's not refreshing for some reason. Unless my chat is not refreshing. Let's see here. All right, I'm reading, guys. Am I seeing any questions? God, you guys make this easy. I love this. Usually I'm getting bombarded, or people are like, Nathan, I want to pay you 10 grand to fly to our city for a half day and teach me everything you know. No questions. This is fantastic. I'll refresh one more time. Bryce just said, I just bought. As a guy who has sold 2 online businesses and generated over 2 million in online sales and was a former competitor of Nathan's. Bryce, by the way, I kicked your ass, didn't I? Just kidding, man. He said, I personally like this guy. I trust him, and I know that he'll over-deliver. Awesome. Okay, Aisha said, how do you land a local PR spot? Aisha, that's part of what's in the course. It's part of what's in the course, Aisha. I show you how to land that local PR spot, okay? David said, when you say email, are you talking about buying lists and sending out thousands of email? David, come on. Do I look like a guy that buys lists? I just said I don't care about big lists. I care about small lists with curated people. So the answer to your question is no. I'm getting all of my email opt-ins right now from people going to nathanlatka.com and opting in. I'm getting about 100 free opt-ins per day. It's unbelievable. People are just loving my content. They love Latka. They love Latka, okay? It's not buying lists. Tishiano Lancelot said, PR tricks to land podcast interviews. Tishiano, the easiest way to land other podcast interviews is to have a highly ranked podcast yourself and trade. That's the easiest way to do it. Jessica, I hope that answered your question too. What other questions? What other questions? All right, I'm gonna real quick, I feel bad, I took a shot at Bryce. I should let him come on and hit back. Bryce, I'm gonna give you in the chat right now, in the chat roll chat, that is the link to join me on Google Hangouts if you wanna join and chat real quick. All right, any other questions, folks? Cool, I will tell you, okay, Tishiana said, PR tricks to make book suggestions to influencers. Tishiana, is that because you have your own book? I don't really understand the question. real quick too, I'm putting in the chat, I mentioned the event that I'm putting on in Austin. It's already sold out, actually. It's already sold out. It's unlike any conference you've ever seen. It's gonna be like a show. I'm gonna put people on stage, they're gonna compete. They're gonna compete who can sell the most on a webinar, who can sell the most of their books. They're gonna compete like you wouldn't believe. We're gonna pick winners. We're gonna give a lot of money to charity. There's gonna be a red carpet with Lamborghinis and a Rolls Royce and a Bugatti, which attendees can drive in and listen to. The press will be there. The world's top periscopers will be on the red carpet, filming everything. It's gonna be amazing. If you're interested in that, go to nathanlatka.com/event. Just put your email in there at the top. Okay. Oh, Tishiano, yeah, if you have your own book, okay, if you have your own book, the trick with book writing, I've never written a book, so it's hard for me to give advice here, but the best way to get other people to promote your book is to include them or mention them in the book. That's the easiest way to do it. Anthony said, can you put the slide for the emails back up? I don't know how to screenshot. Sure. Let me screen share. Let me find the slide that had all the emails. Here it is. There they are. All right, that's for you. That is for you, Anthony. All right, any other questions, guys? If not, I told you I'd give a surprise to you guys for anybody that stayed till the end. So this is the surprise for everybody. Okay, here's the surprise. Anthony, did you get all those emails? Okay, hopefully you did. Here's the surprise. I'm gonna type it in the chat right now. Keep this to yourself, people, okay? And Bryce, you're gonna love that. Those are some of my financials right when we were competing with you guys. But that's your surprise, guys. I appreciate you guys staying till the end. We're gonna pick the drone winner here in a second as well. The surprise for everyone there, I just put in the chat. Okay, Anne said, we do and love live webinars, but are often advised to add either both automated or replays. What are your thoughts? Should a webinar strategy include both? And I hate doing automated because I like connecting with people live. I think automated webinars are boring as hell. I don't think anybody watches them. I don't think they're effective. And I think your audience appreciates when you talk to them like I'm talking to you live. That's what they deserve. Same thing with replays. I'll let my replays go for like 24 hours, but then I take them down. I want people to connect with me live. That's what social media should be about. Tishiana Lancelot, you should come to the event that I'm putting on in October, nathanlatka.com/event. Some of those authors will be there. Bryce, no, I am not familiar with Survey Funnel. Okay, any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Whew. Hiccup, big ol' hiccup. Any other questions? No? All right, well then here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm gonna go in here right now and pick a winner for the drone. Let me go in here, refresh my software that does all this magicalness. Okay, drum roll please. Are we ready? The winner, oh, this is funny. The winner is Mr. Anthony Ussery. Anthony, congratulations, man. Anthony Ussery, congrats, man. Those of you watching the replay, again, do all the stuff I'm asking you to do live because you'll have a chance to win next webinar that we do, okay? Next webinar that we do. Okay. Anthony, congratulations, man. Shoot me a tweet, okay? Shoot me a tweet or something and I'll get you hooked up with that drone, okay? Ann said, I missed screen grabbing your favorite survey programs. And I use Survey Gizmo. I use Survey Gizmo. All right. Yeah, guys, I know the feed is slow. I'll tell you next time we're gonna have much better internet. It'll be faster. We'll get this stuff rolling much, much quicker. And we're gonna have brand new content. I'm gonna take you behind the scenes in some of the tools that I use. Okay, we're gonna talk about 10 ways anyone can make money online. Okay, it's gonna be fantastic. All right, so we're gonna have a lot of fun. In the meantime, guys, I wanna say thank you. You come on, you spent about 60, 70 minutes with me today. Yes, just tell me in the chat real quick. You guys go on a lot of webinars. I respect the hell out of you. Was this like one of the best webinars you've ever been to? Or maybe the best? Just type the best in the comments right now. Was this one of, if not the best webinar you've been to? I'll tell you what, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. That's all that matters. I'm about to head out, enjoy this weather, grab a mocha and read, okay, and read. So Anne, thank you for joining. Anthony, Jessica, Tamisha, Bryce, Bruce, Cynthia, so many people. David, who else? MPT Community, Anthony, Jessica, Nick. Guys, my name is Nathan Latka. I'm CEO and founder of Heyo, which was acquired by our #1 competitor back in February. I'm now producing the #1 podcast. I will own every radio station by 2018. Keep tuning into my webinars to figure out how. I also plan to write a best-selling business book next year and sell over 1 million copies. I will run and win the presidency in 2036. Mark my words, I'm gonna simplify everything, bring up competition, and the world's gonna be a better place. After I win the presidency, I will launch the world's largest hedge fund with $100 billion under management. It's gonna be epic, it's gonna be a lot of fun. In the meantime, I'm taking public companies with market caps of 10 million or lower, and I'm taking them private, bringing out cash flow and reinvesting them. I also plan to own the largest REIT in the world, real estate investment trust, by buying up storage unit facilities, because as people buy stuff over the next hundreds of years, they either have to keep it, which means they have to store it, or throw it away. So I will own the REIT and storage unit facilities to take advantage of if they keep it, and I will own a garbage company if they throw it away. Latka wins no matter what. I want to take you guys with me. Thank you for spending time with me today. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Bye-bye.